What's up, everybody? This is Adam with My Salon Life. Hope everybody's doing good out there. I know everybody is in the middle of the corona craziness. We've all just been getting the news that everything, including the government and whatnot, is pretty much closed for the next 30 days plus. So this should be an interesting quarantine. One of the best things that I can recommend during any downtime, I don't care if it's a vacation or sitting in your car, is practice whatever you want to be good at. So if it's being good at styling, being good at being a better person, whatever it is, just keep practicing, just keep doing it. Unfortunately, we're not going to have really any school updates or what's going on there, but I am going to be doing more tutorial videos, and we're going to do some cool little challenges. I'm definitely going to do a cut a bob challenge. I've got a whole bunch of doll heads and a whole bunch of free time, so amongst all the hanging out and braiding and practicing everything I can, I'm definitely going to be doing as much cutting as I possibly can. While we're touching on that, I'd like to talk just real quickly about the idea of life translating into the salon or translating into business. Now, this breaks down into a simple enough idea. Whatever you do will carry into your business. If you go in feeling bad, acting bad, looking bad, then the things around you are going to affect that. Your customers will be in a bad mood, your clients will be in a bad mood. Nobody wants to be around bad. They want to be around good, they want to be around positive. It's hardwired into our brains. So the same thing goes with the panic that is going along with the coronavirus, unfortunately. When you encourage fear, when you encourage panic, all it does is spread that fear and spreads that panic. If you go in and, just be informative, even if the news isn't that great, you're still going to get a better result. So don't let panic spread in your salon or in your business. Rumors or, bad news, bad information. I wouldn't say there's such a thing as bad advertising or bad in general when it comes to being known or publicity, I guess you could say, but there is such a thing as just a bad reputation. So the more we can work to avoid that, the better your salon business is going to be overall. So yeah, there's not too much going on today. Sorry, I'm still reading off the script. One fun little side note though, I did learn today that the history of blonde, the word blonde, comes from the Latin blundus, which translates into yellow, and there you have blonde. Learn about your hair history, learn about where these words came from. It's not only good for your business if you're a stylist, but it's also fascinating. For those of you who are keeping track of our very organic nature, things are improving very quickly. As you saw in the last video, there was a wee bit of editing done. I'm still doing all this on my phone, but I do have an editor. He's going to be helping us out very soon. We'll introduce you to him, and much more to come. So the one quick little tip I'm going to leave you guys with, at least as far as the future pros go. So when it comes to taking your sections and understanding hair fall, now this is going to take you through everything from cutting to styling to coloring to everything. Where the hair actually falls versus where you bring it to, how you hold it, how you place it. In a cut, the height, the elevation, the point from where the hair is brought to where it falls is going to determine your technique. That's going to be all the way up for a layer, being that if you feel it, if you watch it, all those long pieces are going to fall to the longest point. The highest point in is going to fall to the shortest point. And I can tell you this all day, but until you pick it up and feel it in your hand, when you feel that hair and you see where it falls to, you can see the big bend. These pieces are longer than these pieces once I cut across the top. So when this falls, short, long, etc. Same thing with graduation. When you bring that to a 45 or lower, or basically 89 or lower, so anything below 90 degrees, and let it fall, that same effect is going to happen. It's just going to be much more gradual, hence graduation. I know, right? The fun with words and how it all works out. And then one length or blunt, whichever you choose, is pretty standard. It comes to one length. This is 0 elevation. Now, if you think about this in terms of hair color, when you take diagonal sections, wherever the hair falls to, the point at where it was taken from is going to give you a much more blended feel. Think very, very blended highlights, a natural color melt type effect, versus taking a vertical section and even over directing from that point. Where is that highlight going to live on the hair once it actually falls into position? So, you know, we're going to hear a lot about this in class, and we're going to hear a lot about this in salon, and as a professional, you know, we teach ourselves to understand it and how it makes sense, but even to you as a normal person, understanding these things will help you not only understand your hair more, but understand what effects you want to achieve and the best way to ask for them, because as stylists we can interpret what you want, but at the end of the day we can't see inside your head. So the better you can communicate by saying, you know, I want lightness, I want feathering, I want layering, I want a gradual buildup of weight, however you choose to say it, the better you can express it, the better and happier you're going to be. So that's basically it for today, guys. Real soon here, I'm going to be doing a video on Olaplex and all of its wonderful benefits. Unfortunately, being at a very, well, let's just say focused, as far as product goes, salon, we don't really get to experiment with other products, but there are some that I do play with, having a little bit of history, and Olaplex is one of the most revolutionary products out there when it's used correctly. So we're going to touch on that a little bit. I've got a whole bunch of videos on life coaching and all sorts of fun stuff. I am by no means what I would call a life coach, but I've learned some pretty amazing things in my time, however long that time may be, which we're not going to get into at this moment, but I think I might be able to pass something on to you. If you take something away for it, excellent. If not, maybe next time. So on all that, I'm gonna leave you for the afternoon. Stay healthy, wear your masks or gloves or whatever makes you feel comfortable. At least wash your hands, and above all, be happy, be healthy, live the hair life, live every life that you can, live in the moment, love in the moment, do everything that you can do to be the best you. I want to thank anybody over at Free Salon Education. I want to thank Sam Villa, Paul Mitchell Education, Paul Mitchell Schools, the whole lot of them, everybody that's doing the best they can through the entire virus. Anybody that's been affected by it, I'm so sorry. I hope for a speedy recovery, and we'll be talking